Yo, this is ZeroEchoZenith, coming to you live at time of recording, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. I'm back with Unicorn Overlord, with a Rapport Dump. Yes, it's been a long time coming. I'm here to just kind of chill, let you all know that I'm doing okay. I've been extremely busy, but we're here to read some conversations, because I have like more than 10 conversations that I need to go through. So let's get to it. I'm a bit festive today because I'm recording this extremely close to Christmas. I've spent almost a year on this game. I've been enjoying every moment of it. Let's be real here. Our first conversation is between Bruno and Berengaria. So Bruno, I hear you took charge of the tricorns after I left. This might sound weird coming from me, but how's everyone doing? Well, things were tough for a while after you ditched us, but we kept it going pretty good. At least, till Zenora showed up and took us all captive. Past that, I don't know what happened to him. What do you mean? By the time Alain got to me, the whole damn gang had changed. The bodies surrounding me weren't our friends, but sorcerers and flying types. Kind of folks we'd never even dreamed of hiring back in the tricorn days. So, yeah, figure everyone must have left when Zenora got hold of me. They probably weren't too happy about all the new blood you were bringing in. Or maybe they didn't want to work for whatever bastard was talking out of my mouth. Way I'm hearing it, they only left when they realized you'd changed. That's probably what pushed them over the edge. What you're saying is, it's my fault you don't have a gang to come back to. Come back? I abandoned you, remember? Left you all out in the cold for nothing. After what I've done, I don't have the right. No, hold on, boss. All the same. I'm glad to know you still want me around anyway. Like I'd ever not! But listen, Bruno, we're with the Liberation now. And if there's anywhere we're making up for mistakes of the past, it's here. You understand? Loud and clear, boss! Very interesting. That's pretty cool. Wow, they're reflecting on the past to make way for the future. Bruno's voice is a little hard to do. Let's take it easy with some nice, relaxing voices in the form of a conversation between Alain and Sharon. Finally going to put to use all of the rapport boosts from her praying at cemeteries. Thank you, ma'am. Please, it's my pleasure. I scraped my knee real bad, Sharon. It hurts. There. All better now. What seems to be the matter? Oh, my stomach hurts. Yeah, that's it. Appreciate it. I know your game, pal. You're just faking sick so you can see Sharon. Like you can talk. Who's ever heard of going to a healer for a little scrape? Not so loud, damn it. Just think what she'd say if she heard us talking like this. You're a kind soul to be doing this, Sharon. Especially on a day you're meant to be resting. Yes, well, it's the only way I feel I can repay my debt. Your debt to whom? The orphanage here at Rondmore. I don't think that's Rondmort. The orphanage here at Ronmore. It's where I was raised, actually. And though they received plenty of donations after Zenora invaded, there's still so much they need my help with. As I've noticed, yes, I only ask that you not exert yourself beyond your means. I won't. Though, if anyone should be making that request, it's me of you. Oh, and do let me know if you've ever need of my healing. I'll be glad to assist you however I can. Interesting, so she's indebted to that orphanage. Technically, Berenice also gave her time and support to an orphanage as well. She'd play with the kids and, like, pick flowers for the orphanage and stuff. Huh. We have a bunch of kind souls in the Liberation Army. Like I said, a favorite character archetype of me are scoundrels with a heart of gold. But also just people that are generally kind. You know, have empathy. Those are well-written characters, people with empathy. People that are, you know, human. Now let's talk to Morden with Alain. What's with the staring, kid? Don't tell me I've got something stuck in my beard. Not at all. I was thinking you remind me of a warrior, actually, from an old legend I heard years past. As the story goes, he was a frequent drunk and would spend many of his evenings deep in a flagon of mead. Yet he did so in secret, not wanting others to learn of what he perceived as a shortcoming. During the day, however, he felt countless enemies as an unparalleled fighter. Though a reticent one at that, a person of few words, and even fewer friends. Until one afternoon, a local bandit devised a plan to finally lay the great warrior low. He treated our hero to round after round of potent drinks, thinking it a means to deplete the man's strength. Yet, all that slackened was the warrior's inhibition, and he spoke freely and eloquently while subduing the bandit. And as rumors spread of his endearing deeds, he was quickly beloved by everyone in town from that day forth. Huh. That was some story, kid. What's it got to do with me? I'm never quiet, and I'm not all that beloved either. One thing we have in common is the drinking. As well as your dauntless strength. And you are well loved, I might add. I admit, I've also seen you steal a few swigs of ale before battle yourself. Didn't think you'd notice that. I'll not tell you to stop either, as long as you remember to exercise moderation. The battlefield is no place for life's luxuries, of course, but depriving ourselves entirely is a certain way to damage morale. Don't worry. I won't take that kindness of yours for granted. He has a laughing animation, that's cool. And once you're king, maybe you and me can share a drink to celebrate. I look forward to the day, Morden. So effectively, he's like a drunken master subclass. The more he drinks, the stronger he becomes. Effectively, Morden has the drunkard background. Drunk characters can also be written well, too. Whether they just have it as a background trait of themselves, or if it's something that they're trying to overcome. Alcoholism! Great! Let's have a conversation now between Adel and Yahna. What's the matter, boy? Can't sleep? Ah, Yahna! Apologies if I woke you. You didn't. I was just about to turn in for the night when I saw you leaving your tent. Let me guess. The rush of our battle earlier is keeping you awake? It's a common problem among younger knights. You have the short of it. And while I know I'll suffer for this unease tomorrow, here I stand all the same. The human mind can be a cruel thing sometimes. Here, drink this. It's a concoction of mine that can quell your worries and lull you to a peaceful sleep, though I expect you'll find it bitter indeed. 'Tis quite the honor, and one I would be a fool to decline. Ah, I can only but imagine the slumber such a potion might bring. Now, let's see here. This is a screen shake effect. That's amazing. Didn't like it, Don't worry. Everyone spits out their first dose. That's why I always carry a spare bottle. Go on, try again. Must I? No, I can't let her kindness go unrequited. Summon your courage, Adel. Prove your worth as a gallant knight of Cornea. I've never seen someone invoke chivalry to stomach one of my medicines. Maybe I should put some effort into the flavor. She doesn't even try to make them taste good? Yahna. Yahna, how old are you? Yahna, you're like 90 plus years old. Yahna, you should probably at least try to make your stuff palatable, yo. Please. Please, Yahna. Adel has trouble sleeping at night. He has insomnia, probably. By the way, I can't go here yet. Sorry, Primm and Hilda. Later time and date. Ooh, we have a conversation between Aubin and Magellan. Wow, we're in the desert again. Desert's changed a lot since I've been gone. Sure has. You ask me? The old way of doing things died with the boss. It was years ago, back when Zenoira was first coming into power. Even after they'd taken Dragonhold, they never gave this place a second thought. Least, not till we started stealing from him. You can probably guess what happened next. They sent an army down here to try and stop us. Knowing you, I bet you made quick work of him. We did, but it wasn't long till they'd got their hooks in Gloucester. Before we knew it, him and the rest of Zenoira were cutting us down left and right. Me and the boss figured we could still talk him round, though. Who's the boss? Trust me, we tried, but that wasn't our Gloucester. Not anymore. He killed her, Aubin. Beat me Oh no. He killed her, Aubin. Beat me half to death, too. After that, I can't remember a damn thing. Huh. Always knew the old shrew wouldn't go peacefully. Without her leading us, the rest of the gang scattered to the wind. It's funny. She always used to lecture us to hell and back when we were kids. But looking at it now, she was probably the closest thing to a mom we ever had. Zenoira's gonna pay for what they did to us. To me, to Gloucester, and to her. That's the way of the desert, yep. You never forget a debt you owe. Just like she taught us. Gloucester killed... Oh, jeez. Gloucester killed her, their boss. The motherly old figure that basically probably was like some sort of matriarchal type figure for their gang? That's dark. Wow. And I have Gloucester, too. Speaking of Gloucester, we're now going to have a conversation between Gloucester and Magellan. I wonder if they're going to talk about what happened. Let us see what happens. I'm sorry, Magellan. Truly. Give it a rest, will ya? It wasn't your fault, and you know it. All the same, my grief still lingers for the pain I've inflicted upon these lands. What can I possibly do to atone for such a failing? Nothing, really. But I get where you're coming from. It feels weird coming back to your senses, only for everyone else to be acting like you never even left. But there's no denying the good you did for our desert. You never turned your back on us, even when the whole damn nation was calling us criminals. And somehow, you still want to keep helping them, too. A lot of people in this country owe their lives to you, Gloucester. So yeah, doesn't matter what you did while you were gone. We're just happy having you back. Thank you, Magellan. Anyway, enough of that depressing stuff. How about you and me talk more over with a nice cold drink? I would be glad to. But first, know that I shall ever stand in service of your people, just as I did for all those years prior. Okay, they haven't talked about him killing the boss yet, but Gloucester is forever loyal to the people of Drakenhold, evermore. So glad we were able to recruit him, and that we didn't kill him. Or jail him. He was mind-controlled, you know? Ah yes, we're having, I believe, our second rapport conversation between Alain and Scarlett. How have you been feeling, Scarlett? Don't be afraid to ask if there's anything you need from me. I'm fine, thank you. But I have to say, you've turned into a real worrier ever since I was abducted. As I think should be expected, given the circumstances. Still, I'm glad to know how much you care about me, Alain. You must have been in some state while I was gone. Of course I was. I could barely even eat out of fear that I might have lost you forever. Really? It was only once you'd been taken that I realized just how much you meant to me, Scarlett. Just how much I rely on you every single day of my life. So even had we gone on to win the war in your absence, I would have felt no joy at the accomplishment without my dearest friend standing beside me. Is that what I am to you? Oh no. I feel the same way, Alain. I don't want to lose any of my friends to this war. Not you, Lex, Chloe, or Sir Joseph. She got friend-zoned, but she should know how much he told her about the fact that she means so much to him in the first place. Like, she shouldn't focus on friend, she should focus on all the other dialogue if that's how I'm understanding it. Oops. But we'll all make it through alive. I'm sure of it. I mean, look at me. All that worry, and I'm still right here next to you. Things will work out. They have to. Indeed they will. And by the way, Scarlett, what is it? Please, don't leave me ever again. I wouldn't dream of it. Okay, he recovered. Okay, you recovered, man. You're still in there, man. You're good. You're good, man. Wow, he really cares about her. Huh? Oh, I have to liberate that area. But let's have a conversation between Primm and Aramis. Oh, I'm sorry. Scratch that. Bruno and Travis. Come on, Travis. Put that book down for a sec. Let's have ourselves a good old-fashioned fist fight, yeah? I don't know. You're not so good at pulling your punches, Bruno. Like that matters. I barely ever hit ya. I guess those swings of yours are pretty easy to dodge. Think how good it'll feel when I finally land one, though. For you, maybe. I'll just be a broken heap on the ground. That's not quite my idea of fun. Oh, you wouldn't know fun if it smacked you across the face. Maybe I'll go ask Alain instead. He'll spar with me. You can't seriously be thinking about punching a prince. I've got an idea. Why don't you read a book? You mean with all them wiggly little letters and stuff? Not a chance, pal. Just looking at the thing makes my damn head hurt. Really brings me back, you know. That's exactly what all the other tricorns used to say, too. No surprise there, with guys like us. If it's not sharp and pointy, we're not interested. So, I guess in the tricorns, Travis and Berengaria were probably the only literate ones. Probably because they come from a prestigious family in Drakenhold. House, ZeroEchoZenith, or whatever they were? Let's go to the library real quick. Fevrith Archive. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? I have not hit the Fevrith Archives quite yet, but I plan to in the future. Drakenhold's famed House Zekselm. So they probably, both her and Travis, were taught how to read and write. So out of all of the tricorns, that's basically why Travis reads books a lot. He's a bookworm. What a nerd. What a nerd. Okay, now we're gonna have that conversation with Primm and Aramis. What do I do? Is something the matter, Primm? You seem rather troubled over there. Oh, Sir Aramis. Well, it's embarrassing to admit it, but I've spent almost all my money at the local tavern. Oh? Whenever I put in a hard day's work, I always reward myself with a hearty meal. But lately, I've been working even harder than normal, meaning my diet has grown somewhat out of control. I am gonna try and pronounce all these words. Steak hash, rice pilaf, pâté feu, a nice salad here, a tarte tatin there. Fresh pasta. I've read these before, hold on. Fresh pasta, the most wonderful galettes. Oh, and carpaccio, and oysters too. I'm not sure how your stomach can possibly handle all that. My stomach isn't the issue, sadly. My coin purse is. Have you ever considered rethinking this methodology of yours? Perhaps you wouldn't be bleeding your funds dry if you rewarded yourself with something other than food. Oh, that's a wonderful idea. What should I replace it with? What if you were my reward? Talking to you, that is. No, I don't think that will work at all. Oh, Right, of course not. I'm sure you have far better things to do than entertain me whenever I please. That's not the problem, Primm. Were that your reward, I could never speak to you at any other time. But that would be almost like punishment. I only suggested it so I could learn more about you too. Did you now? Well, far be it from me to refuse the wishes of so beautiful a rose. I'm sorry? You may ask about me any time you'd like. But first, we must decide upon a new reward for you. You're going to help me think of one, Sir Aramis? How could I not? After all, I was the one who suggested it in the first place. I suppose so, yes. Now let's see here. It seems that Aramis might be smitten with Primm. Who knows? Also, Primm is a foodie. Okay, so she's a foodie, like how Berenice probably I don't know why I'm attaching Berenice eating a lot. I just assume she eats a lot because she fights a lot. Digging. Wow, Cedronite stone. So Primm has a colorful food palette, while Berenice probably eats a lot, while Amalia definitely eats a lot. They would all get along so well together. And it seems like we are at our final rapport conversation of the day. So this is post saving Berengaria. The second time, actually. First we saved her from the jail cell that she was in. Well, she saved herself, but this is the second time we're saving her. Once from the desert and Zenoira trying to capture her, and once from being mind controlled. Ren? What's the vacant look for? Oh, just thinking about some of these scars. Got more than I realized while Baltro had his hooks in me. Wait, what? They tortured her? Though considering how long that lasted, I'm just glad I walked away with all my limbs. Do they hurt? The scars, that is. One does, sometimes. But when I got dragging you down from that tree, you climbed all the way up, but got too scared to make it back to solid ground. Oh, okay, no, she's just realizing how many scars she actually has. I don't know if Baltro scarred her further or not. Nope, it sounds like she was tortured more. Nope, it sounds like yep, they tortured her. From how I'm understanding it, it seems like she got more scars after she was mind controlled. That's horrible. Okay, well, I mean, you know, scars are cool. They can be cool. The one I got dragging you down from that tree. You climbed all the way up, but got too scared to make it back to solid ground. You're never gonna stop teasing me for that, are you? We were kids, Ren. Yep. And we both ended up falling on our faces. I'm just glad you were okay. Only because you shielded me from the impact. All our lives, you've put yourself in harm's way for me. Taken my fair share of scars for it, too. You're always the one cleaning up my mess. That has nothing to do with it! Listen, Ren. I'm sick and tired of you never thinking about yourself. Every time you go running off, it hurts bad. You know what hurts even more? Thought of you suffering out there all alone. Do you even realize how awful it felt looking for you? For all I knew, you were gone forever. If you were, well, I never have forgiven you for leaving me. Or myself for letting it happen. Oh, dang, he's crying. Been a while since I've seen you cry like this. I know an apology can't quite make up for what I did, but I'm sorry. And hey, we promised we'd stick together from now on, right? Like words mean anything to you, I know you'll just leave me again the first chance you get. Oh, okay, yeah, just cut it off like that, huh? What's gonna happen with their relationship? Is that the second rapport conversation? Oh, dang, that's only their first rapport conversation. Well, that just means that much more story next time. That about does it for now. Thank you so much for watching. This is ZeroEchoZenith. Then hey, if you like this kind of content and want to watch more, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And leave a comment too. Lets me know that people are out there. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year, everybody. Until next time, travelers. We'll continue with rapport conversations as I continue to liberate this entire game. This game shall be liberated at the end. And I'll clear up all the other rapport conversations as I go along. That's the plan. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Sorry to end on a downer. That was actually quite sad, too. We'll see Travis and Berengaria's relationship repaired even more so after the fact. I thought it was repaired after, you know, Heir to the Dragonlands, but nope. Nope. They still have feelings they need to process and get through together, hopefully. Oh, speaking of her. Hello, Berengaria. Man, you really messed up a lot. Man, you guys have a lot to work through, but it's okay. The Liberation Army is here for you. One step at a time. Let's dig. Dracula lumber. You just, you know, you just gotta put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking across that floor. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out that door.